Okay, guys, if you can lower your hand, raise your hands rather, if you have a question. We'll start with Aidan McGee. We've got you. Yeah.
I'm just going to, am I okay to record it one sec? Okay, Ralph Hasenhuttl, thanks very much indeed for joining us. Just your reaction, first of all, to a fantastic result.
Yeah, thank you. What was the question? What's my reaction?
What's your assessment of the performance? I mean, you had to work very hard.
Yeah. I think we knew that when you want to take something against such an opponent, you have to run more, fight more, sprint more, be brave, and have in the end also a little bit luck, because otherwise it's normally not possible. But you see, when you believe in what you're doing and fight with everything you have and with passion, then you get something, and I'm very proud.
Ask you about Che Adams as well. He showed so much potential in the Championship last season and with other clubs as well in the early part of his career. What does it mean to finally see him off the mark with such an important goal?
Yeah, I think it means a lot to him and also to us, because when you hear how much the players were celebrating him when he was entering the dressing room, then you know how much they honor us. He deserved to score, and they were really happy about that. I think he worked hard, like Ingzi also, and all the other guys today. It was otherwise not possible to get something. I don't want to speak about one player. We had a lot of players that were outperforming today, and in the end, there's the only chance to get something against such a team.
As you say, lots of heroes today. Jack Stevens was given the television's man of the match. Your goalkeeper was also outstanding. Just talk us through some of those performances that helped you win the game.
Yeah, you need to have this. This was very clear for us. We had a very good week, to be honest. We wanted to be brave. I think sometimes in possession we had some good decisions, some good game management. The longer the game goes, the more tired you get, the less you want to have the ball, and that can kill you then in the end. And I was sometimes shouting more in possession, but I didn't want to have the ball anymore. And we had a few chances for the second goal. But in the end, the opponent had also a lot of chances, and we were very lucky that we win this game. But in the end, fantastic result for us.
Just finally, for me, can I ask you about Chris Wilder's comments earlier on at Sheffield United? He talked about the drinks break in matches. He doesn't think it's being used for quite the right reasons at the moment. He said it's turning the game into 4 quarters instead of 2 halves. What's your assessment of it?
Yeah. Fantastic, because today we handled from drinking break to drinking break, and gave us a few moments to have a breather. So now I think, especially when you play in the afternoon or at high noon when it's very hot, then it's absolutely necessary. We want to see intense games, and this is not possible when you must run with 30 degrees at the moment. We don't have here, but this was the reason why we decided to have this drinking breaks. Today it was okay for us.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, David. We will go to Dan Sheldon at the Echo.
Thank you, Jordan. Hi, Ralph. Just, I know you've mentioned Che Adams there, but what can this do for his confidence going forward now he finally has that goal?
Yeah, hopefully a lot. He was working so hard also against Watford, but he didn't score, and it seems that everything was prepared for the right moment today. And then, to be honest, I'm very happy for him that he had the right decision in this moment to score. We wanted to press sometimes high and win balls there, and it was quite the right decision at that moment.
And do you feel as though he could now actually go on a mini run in these final 5 games? Is he the sort of striker to thrive off this now?
The most important thing for him is that that he's now also first time scorer in the Premier League, and I was waiting definitely very long for it. But he was never stopping working hard, and I think then you deserve to get something.
And in terms of the performance, it was a good attacking display, a brilliant defensive display. Alex McCarthy was great in goal. Is this one of the best performances you've seen since you've been in charge?
Yeah, definitely. We know that we had to run more, fight more than everybody else, and I could feel a belief today. And we had so many home games where we gave goals easily away, and today it seems that we really invest everything to block shots, to defend our box, because we spoke about that these moments will come when we are sitting deep in our box. They will play like a power play, and then you have to throw in every shot, defend everything you have, and today we were lucky that we didn't concede a goal.
And just finally from me, you mentioned there you were lucky you didn't concede a goal. You obviously called Alex McCarthy out following a mistake against Arsenal, but he's a huge reason why Saints are walking away with 3 points tonight. How good was he today?
Yeah, I think we speak about the development with the ball, and today he showed that he's calm on the ball sometimes, and he made all the decisions right today. And this is what we have to do in the future. And if you want to go a step forward, we must be brave. And also, I spoke about the mistake against Arsenal. When this happens, this happens, and it goes on. And I think this is a philosophy question, and we decided to be more brave with the ball. And against the ball, we are always very good organized.
Thank you, Ralph. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Tom. We'll go to Adrian at the Mail.
Hi, Ralph. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good. Ralph, I just wanted to ask, with the goal, was that something that you'd worked on? Because obviously Shea took that chance straight away, almost without even looking where Ederson was. And there was another time when Danny Ings went through. I think he was offside, but he tried to chip Ederson as well. So had you been working on the fact that Ederson is often off his line and he's someone you could maybe take advantage of?
If you have a goalkeeper like him, that is also playing like a sometimes libero to build up the game, then it's normal that he's not always in the perfect position when you win the ball very early. Our goal was to sometimes force them to mistakes, and if they make one, then be very clinical and quick in your mind. And it was fantastic that Shea in that moment saw that the goalkeeper is again far in front of his goal, and then made a perfect first touch. Unbelievable goal.
Just want to ask you as well about the first half in particular, because you had your chances, you did your fair amount of attacking in that first half, and there was the intensity and the pressing. Was that kind of, if you were trying to, give us an idea of what the perfect performance almost would look like from your side, was that quite close to it, that first half in particular?
Yeah, the first half was quite good. We had also sometimes very good possession and calm on the ball, good decision making. Could be sometimes even more, I think. But I think overall it was a very, very good performance. And also in the second half, but then even deeper and even more difficult because you get tired and the opponent is so strong. They are unbelievable. They play a ball. They only need very less space and play like power play around the box. And you really struggle when in such moments. But the belief you could always feel, and in the end, the game plan of having also possession and let them also a little bit run, I think it worked quite well.
Just lastly from me, Ralph, what will this do winning at home? You've obviously been struggling for results and wins at home. I mean, how important is that tonight?
Yeah, every win is important. We were last in the home ranking, so definitely didn't do the best job at home this season. But today, it was by far the best home game since I'm here as a manager. And otherwise we wouldn't have a chance to win.
Thanks very much, Ralph. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Adrian. We'll go to Carl at The Athletic.
Hi, Ralph. Congratulations on a great result. I want to talk a little bit about how clinical your strikers have been as of late. What's going on during your training sessions now?
I think we we know when the moment comes where we win the ball, and it's not easy because they have to do a lot of work without the ball, and then when the ball comes, normally you're a little bit tired, so not so fresh, but they learned to be then still clear in the mind and try to have a clinical finish. And yeah, I'm so happy for Shay today. I cannot tell you.
Much of the team seemed really, really happy with him. Ingsy and James Ward-Prowse, as well as Bertrand, all going to hug him after he scored. I imagine the dressing room must have been very positive after the game as well.
Absolutely. It was quite noisy there. That's right. So it was, they really were celebrating with him, and yeah, everybody's happy for him.
One thing I'll also talk about, another new academy player was on your substitute bench, Will Ferry. Can you tell us more about that player?
Yeah, also a young lad who gets the chance to be part of the squad in a moment, and hopefully can also be an option for the future.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Ralph.
Okay, welcome.
Thanks, guys. If there is no further questions, we will make a move. Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.